Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. This is our D-Box on-demand set-top box, and this is your boot up screen. This is basically going to be a video about how it works. And this is your boot up screen. It says D-Box TV, the ultimate digital streaming device. And of course, this is your front message page that pops up. When you activate your unit, you need to register it, as you see on that page there, so you don't void your 1-year warranty, and you have 30 days to do so. So I'm going to get into how this thing works. This is not like cable or satellite TV. It is a PC. It's more like a computer. Has tons of content in it, and this is going to be your front end of the unit when you first boot it up. But first of all, we want to take care of some things, a little house cleaning, because one of the main issues is that when people get this unit, they are not hooking up the internet to it. And so you can either hook this up through Wi-Fi or Ethernet, and we're going to go over here to settings. This is one of the first things you should do. I use Ethernet because it is a much faster and more stable connection. Or you can come down here and click on Wi-Fi. Make sure you got that check in the box right there, and then it's gonna access your modem/router, and you come down and then you're going to click on or find your modem. So that would be mine right there, and then I will want to click on that and then put in my password. Okay. One of the things you may want to get your hands on, which is available through D-Box TV on-demand media, is our white wireless keyboard remote control. It's easier to type in than using your stick remote. Then you can come down. Now, what I would normally do is click on show password, so that way I can see what I'm typing in. And then once you have your password in, you want to come down and then click on connect now, if you're going to be using your Wi-Fi. Now, real quick, let me put this out here in front as well. AT&T UVerse is not strong enough. I've had it, and I've had a lot of customers that had it. It can't handle the bandwidth. It is DSL. DSL is weaker than broadband, which is coming through a coaxial cable cord and through a cable company such as Cox, Time Warner. Here in Detroit, Michigan, we use Comcast Xfinity. I'm on the Blast package. I'm rated at 100 megs down, 15 up. You're going to need good internet connectivity, and that's also going to help you maintain your streams. Okay. Second thing you want to do, and let me go back to that, because there's a plug in the back that allows you to connect with your Ethernet. That's coming from my Xfinity modem, and I have everything up under the TV. You see the little blue light there. I got the brightness turned down so you can see the screen. But all of that is connected, and if I need to move it and go into another room, I can hook up through Wi-Fi. Go to display. Make sure your HDMI auto detection is on. If you have a 720 TV, this is a Polaroid 1080, and it automatically detects that. You can fix your display position, and mine is, since I have a 50-inch, it'll fill up the whole screen. But the way you want to do that is hit your up and down button on the D-pad of your remote, and then you can bring the screen in, depending on how big your screen resolution is. But for me, I fill it all the way up to 100%. Okay, because all four corners of the screen is filled in. Then I'm gonna hit the back button, go over to advanced. You shouldn't really need to mess with the advanced, because most of this is already preset. But you want to make sure you fix your display. Make sure that you have the right Ethernet connected. There are sometimes when you lose your Ethernet connection, and it may bump itself back to Wi-Fi, and then nothing work because you're not connected. And make sure it says Ethernet is connected. That way you don't have to put any passwords. But again, Ethernet will give you a much stronger connection. Wi-Fi, you're losing internet signal, internet speed, because you're not using a direct connect, and that comes directly from Comcast tech support. That's what they told me. Okay, so now you're in, everything is set up, and what we're going to do is we're going to hit the home button, go back home, and we're going to get into some more of the video demo. Of course, you do have Kodi in here, which is Xbox Media Center. But if you go down here and click on My Apps, and explore the rest of the unit before we get into Kodi. I want to show you some other things that's in this unit. Of course, this is an internet box, so you can surf the internet and go on to Google, and you can do all your web surfing, turn your TV into a monitor. Everything is coming out of the box, okay? So you can surf the internet on the unit, okay? Let's go back. You got a calculator on here. You do have a camera. You have 2 USB ports on the box. You can plug in an external USB camera, and then you can get into Skype, okay? Come over here and get into Skype, okay? You can do video chat, cast from the box to the TV, and everything will display on the TV. Go back to that internet connection again. You always want to check your speed to make sure you're getting ample data, and you're going to need bare minimum 10 megs up, okay? Some say 5, but I say 10. And then at least 10, 15, 20, 30 down, and you're good to go. Anything less than that, you're going to have issues streaming a lot of content. Of course, you do have your YouTube on here. You do have your Google Play stand. You do have Netflix. If you have an existing Netflix account, you can connect that. This MX player is basically a piece of software in it that will allow you to play different video streaming applications without using Kodi, but this is going to allow you to play movies or videos that you may have on a thumb drive. You can connect, and it's going to use that source, MX Pro Player or MX Player, to stream any kind of video content that you have on a thumb drive. Of course, you can do Miracast or Microcast and cast content from your tablet, your phone, your PC, or your laptop. Just make sure that you have it on Wi-Fi. You cannot cast on Ethernet. You have to have it on Wi-Fi, which means it has to be connected to the same network, meaning your modem is your network, and it is casting off a Wi-Fi signal, and you have all your devices connected. That's the way you're going to be able to cast. Of course, you got your Google Play Store. You do have some other stuff on here. You have Quick Office. A ton of stuff on here. These are mainly tools. Quick support. That's another tool for your operating system. You shouldn't need to play with that much. And then you have Hulu on here. That's another application like like Netflix, that you can watch online content if you have a monthly subscription. Of course, again, you got Facebook. You do have a file browser on here where you can browse files that are on a USB thumb drive, or you can take a look at what's on your hard drive on the unit. Crackle is another free movie app, TV show app. You can watch different content in here, tons of content. This one right here is probably about my favorite, and this is called Cloud TV. You can also get a $5 monthly subscription with Cloud TV, and they give you over 100 channels that you can look at. Cloud TV is really set up to where you can watch international streams as well as U.S. channels. And you click on the marketplace, and you can simply come over to you want to come over and click on English, because they have channels from all over, and you can click on price and order, and then you can also get your subscription, and that's going to give you over 100 channels. You can pay by debit card. Don't have to have a PayPal account, but that's going to give you more channels. And we're not even in Kodi yet, so I just want to give you a full in-depth review of what else is available inside the unit. So it's not all about Kodi, and I think a lot of people miss that because this thing is packed full of hours and hours of content. Just to give you a little brief look at this, we're still inside the Cloud TV app, and I'm going to click on language, and then I'm going to come down here to English, and then it's going to give me all English content. Now, not all of these work just like Kodi. Probably about 80 to 90% of them will work. But these are free streams right here, and when you click on some of them open up right away, some don't. As you can see, the CNN app opens up. If you're into news, you can check it out right here on the box, and we're not even in the Kodi yet. So if I want to back out, and it has a good stream to it, I would say it's about 720. Some are in standard definition at a different pixelation rate, but they're all watchable. Okay, so I'm gonna back out of that, and just click on some more, let these upload. And then some of these sci-fi, some are in English, some are in Spanish. Okay, so we can really talk to a different genre of languages. Okay, not just American. I mean, we can talk to anybody that speaks any kind of language, and we can get them video content. Okay, so you have sci-fi in there. You have HBO, HD. Again, not all of these work. That's why they give you multiple different streams to click on. Now, for me, and since we're making this video, I'm not going to beleaguer the time. Some do open up slow. Some open up fast. Okay, but I'm going to back out of that. And let me find another stream, because basically all of these, again, some work, some don't. But for the most part, a lot of them do. And then you just get accustomed to the ones that do, and you know which ones to click on and what not. And it's giving me a feed rate, connection speed at 17 kilobytes, almost up to 700 kilobytes back down. So what it's trying to do is connect to a server so it can open up. Okay. But again, I'm going to back out of that because I want to click on something that's going to open up with some quickness here. So we're going to click on sci-fi, and again, you got a couple different sci-fis. One sci-fi show is just a bunch of what is that TV show? We just saw it, X-Files. Okay, but this is another different sci-fi. Now that's a Spanish sci-fi, so we're gonna back out of that. And you also have Vivo in here. You got the Travel Channel. One of my favorites is Weather Nation. It's almost like the Weather Channel, but there's some more channels inside of Kodi. Okay, and so this is a weather live weather channel, and you're gonna get all your weather here. Okay, and we're gonna back out of that. That's just a few things inside of the app that's called GoTV. Okay, and this is the NFL channel, and this one's in picture perfect 1080p. So you're gonna get different quality of streams, and with a lot of these different apps. Okay, so let me give it a little bit of volume. Okay. So we're going to back out. We're going to exit this app, and we're going to get into the Kutegra, which is the Kodi Media Center. And we're going to hit our home button on our remote, and then we're going to go up to Kodi. That's the blue icon right there. We're going to click on that and open up into 15.2 Isengard, the most stable release of Kodi right now. And now here is the layout. Now we got a programmer that is doing our programming on our units. Matter of fact, let me back out of this real quick. I want to show you what the prized possession of this media streamer, and no other box has this, and that's the add-on updater, which is quintessential to the success of everybody using this box. Other Amazon, eBay boxes, other OT boxes do not have this software. And why is this so important, ladies and gentlemen? Because you can maintain your Kodi system right here. You don't have to download and install, manually do repos and repositories and video plugins, because this piece of software is a game changer up against other units out here on the marketplace because of the built-in tech support. And that is the most important part, is tech support. If we have someone that gets a box and they screw it up for whatever reason, they delete it or something freezes, they can simply come back up here to that green long banner where it says delete Kodi. They can delete it and then reinstall it, and then they give them some pop-ups. They just follow the instructions that the pop-up give them. And then the second step you want to do is install your American add-on packs. Okay. Now once that's done, you come back to the home button. Okay, and we're going to go back in and open up Kodi. And this is what it's going to look like. Now, when you first get the unit, it should already be programmed, but that's a fail-safe in case anything happens to your unit. You can go back in there and delete Kodi, reinstall it, and then put your add-on packs back in, and you're going to get this beautiful looking layout. The black bar up there with the white letters is your main titles, and underneath there you have your sub menu. These are different channel streams. Okay, we're in music, so Pandora, of course, you can hook that up, put your username and password in, and stream Pandora. And you also have a weather tab right here, which is giving you weather. okay, for your own city and state. Now, obviously, you're going to have to go in and change that. And so what we want to do is come over to Systems and then click on Systems. And we want to go into our settings, come down here to weather, okay, and I want to come over and then type in your city and state, okay, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So when that pops up, it's giving me North Carolina because that's where the boxes are being shipped from. So I want to delete that out, okay, and then I'm going to put in where I live at, which is Detroit, Michigan, okay, and I'm going to type in Detroit, and this is going to give me my local city and state weather, okay, my region. And you're going to want to do this when you get your unit, okay, because if not, it's going to show you weather from North Carolina. So automatically it pops up there, Detroit, Michigan, and then I'm going to come over and select OK, and then I'm going to back out, and let's go back to weather just to show you that it will change. Okay, we're going to get into the other tabs in a second because this is one of the first things you want to do. And we want to go back in and go back into weather. Okay, and it's fetching the forecast right now. So now what happened just now, I just hit a button. That's another thing too. Slow down on your button clicking, okay, because you can mess yourself up. Okay, so we want to wait. I want you to watch as I change my weather, my city. Of course, you got beautiful background on here as well, but it's fetching the forecast. But while it's fetching, let me go through and show you something else. You got your favorite tabs here. Okay, you got your power, so you can quit. This is the most important part as well. When you're through watching the box, you want to come down to the sub menu. It says quit. You want to click on quit, and you want it to boot down, and then it'll cut off and go back to the main home page. A lot of people don't do that, and they just exit out of Kodi and then go back in, and the screen is black. And so then you have to go to your settings tab, go through the apps, find Kodi, click on force stop, and then get it to because you have logged out of Kodi incorrectly. You didn't give a chance for it to boot down. Okay, so this is your systems tab. Okay, this is a part of the box you really don't need to be in. If you don't know what you're doing, don't mess around in this part of the box. Okay, unless you know some configuration and some how-to stuff, I would say stay away from systems a whole lot unless you're going to change the weather settings. Okay, you got your apps page. This is another important part of your media center as well, because you want to clear your caches and purge your packages on a daily basis, and this is going to keep Kodi running smooth, because there comes times when you are streaming a lot of video content, Kodi gets backed up in memory, so you want to click on maintenance, and there you have your tabs there. So let me turn my brightness down, and so you can see that a little bit more. So there's your tabs. You want to click on cache and purge packages, do thumbnails last, and then reboot Kodi. Okay, and that's going to keep it clean. All right, so let me turn my brightness back up. All right, I don't need to do that. I just did it right before I started this video, because when you're doing displays or when you're doing demos, you want everything to be working smoothly, so you don't have any issues when it comes to running a demo in front of folks. Okay, so remember, go under apps, go under raw maintenance. If it's on your unit, I'd kind of put a little extra in there. You can click on maintenance tools. Okay, if you click on maintenance tools, then that's also going to pull up the same way, and then you want to click on continue, and you let it populate, and then you're going to come over here to general maintenance. Okay, click on general maintenance, and then you want to come over to clear cache, erase logs, purge packages. Okay, you can do that in here as well. Again, we're doing that to keep Kodi running smoothly because of the multiple different streams and different things we click on. Okay, now you got your sports tabs here, and you got Jurassic Sports, Dragon Sports, NBC Sports Live Extra, Money Sports, VIP Box, Sports Access. Again, understand that these are third party, so we don't have control over how frequent they're working. All as far as connectivity, when you click on them, Phoenix TV is probably about the most reliable. You have Sports Devil over here that's going to give you some live content as well, but I like Phoenix TV. It's one of the best shows at great streams. You have an entertainment section here, which is going to give you actually TV channels from all over the world, and you get different. Now what you're looking at are different menu tabs. If I clicked on USA TV, okay, again, remember, not all of these are going to work. But when you find the ones that do work, you can save them. This is Big Ten Network. And since I am in the Big Ten area here in Detroit, Michigan, it means that I am a Buckeye. So that's the Big Ten Network. But now I know it's working. So guess what? I'm going to add this to my favorites. And I believe I already have it. No, I don't. Okay, so I'm going to click on Add to Favorites. And what I'm doing is I'm adding this so I don't have to come back in to hit all these different steps. So what I'm actually going to be doing is saving things and creating my own channel lineup. And so to give you an example, now that I've done that, I'm going to come over here to Favorites, click on Favorites. I already got stuff saved, okay? But since that was the last thing I saved, it's at the bottom right there, BTN, which is the Big Ten Network. I got the Pac-12 Poker Channel. These are all things that I like to look at. MSNBC. Okay, I'm going to click on that, and we're going to open up MSNBC. There you go. And so I'm going to hit the OK button in the center of my remote, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stop that stream. So basically, any app that you find a stream that's working on a regular basis, in any one of the sports live apps or the live TV apps, you want to save it to your favorites. That way you can cut out the steps of coming back in and repeating the same process over and over again. Okay. You have Cloud TV right here, C Cloud TV. This is giving you a lot of different kind of content from all over the world, a lot in Spanish too. So if you click on sports and let this open up, and they give you a lot of different sports links here. BTN Sports, ESPN. BTN2 is where you can get in and watch a lot of UFC pay-per-view, WWE pay-per-view, boxing pay-per-view. Okay, some of these have high quality standards, some don't. Okay, that one didn't open up. So we're going to go down to the next one, and we're going to let this work. As you can see, one opens up, one doesn't. That's why they give you multiple different links. So we're going to stop that stream. And the same thing for all of these. You just simply come down, find the one that you look at the most. And when you know it works, guess what? I'm going to save that particular stream to my favorites. Okay. And then I can get all my favorites in my channel lineup that I created. Okay. So we're going to back out of that, hit the back button. Same way with the news tab. You open up news, and it's going to give you a lot of different news channels. Okay. I like a lot of different kind of news channels outside of CNN and MSNBC. One good one that I like to look at is Al Jazeera. I look at Al Jazeera on a regular basis. And then RT, where is RT at? Just keep going on down. Let me show you this one right quick. CBSN News. This one streams in great quality. They don't show any commercials though. Okay, so there you go. Android TV. Who said that we're not in the right place? So there you go. This is opening up.
Hi everyone, I'm Vladimir Dutin.
And I'm Carolyn Costello.
The man who tried to murder a Philadelphia police officer has confessed to the crime, claiming allegiance to the Islamic State. He has been identified.
There you go. So again, I want to save that one to my favorites. So, because I like the way that looks, it streams in 1080. I'm going to add that to my favorites. So that's a part of my channel lineup. And then I'm going to hit the back button. And I can go through all of these different tabs and find different things. Okay. That's basically how the skin on our Kodi works. You got live, and then go under live and go to these different add-ons. Okay, Gorilla Streams. BBTS is another good one. Okay, and you got Pear TV, which is another great one. A lot of stuff in there, like a lot of US and UK TV programming, and then US TV Now. You can actually get you a paid account to US TV Now. Go to ustvnow.com and get a paid subscription. They'll give you 28 HD channels, and then I'll also show you. Matter of fact, let's go there right now. Okay, if you come to total or come to top add-ons, and let's go up. These are where all your video add-ons are. Okay, also WWE Network, you can put your paid subscription in there, but I'm gonna actually show you US TV Now. Okay, you click on the menu button, go to add-on information, go to configure. Now that's our company support in there. Okay, but if you want to get your own account, okay, you can actually, this is where you put in your paid account information. You erase that out, put your paid account information in, your email, and then put your your password in there. Come over and then click on OK. Okay, once you do that, you'll have your own paid account in for US TV Now. Okay, back out. These are some more of your apps. This is your main add-on page right here, inside the unit. This is where you can get in and discover more video content. Okay, Go Movies, Genesis, Dragon Streams, Dexter TV. Let me back out of this again. Let's finish with this toolbar. I don't want to go too fast. Cartoons, everything right here for your children to look at. Children's movies, children's shows. Again, you come over here to live TV. You have Dexter. Come over here to Dexter. Let me show you Dexter TV real quick. This is a slower working app, but when it's working good. You just have to be patient with this app because it does take a little time for it to upload. Okay. And if something doesn't let's say you watch something 2-3 days in a row, you go back in the next day, and it's not working. That is not on the D box. It's not on your internet connection. That is on the developer of that video plugin. If they don't keep it updated or their servers crash, when we go to plug into it and use it, it won't work or it won't pull up. It's nothing that we can do about that. You just have to find a different source. So this is a prime example, okay, of the app not pulling up in a timely fashion. Because I'm making this video, I'm not going to wait on it. Sometimes you can wait on it and it will pull up. If you go to Pear TV, and we'll see the difference in between Pear TV and Dexter TV. Now you see that one just pops right up, okay? And you can go to Pear TV and check out all their live TV channels. You see Dexter TV is down right now. Nothing we can do about that. It could be back up later on today, okay? So sometimes it will cause your screen to time out, and we go back into Pear TV. That's okay. And we're going to go back up to the top. Okay, now we're in Pear TV. So let's click on one of the streams in Pear TV. This is one of their live TV streams.
I honestly don't know if I'm hungry or...
Now some of these, when they open up, some buffer in the beginning, some don't. So there you go. It just depends on what server that particular video add-on is using. That's all. We can't control that. Okay. Let me click stop on that. And want to talk about movies and TV shows. Let's go over to TV shows first. Okay. You have Genesis TV. You have One Channel TV, TV for Me. Marvin TV series. You have OCW. You have Salts, Ice Films, TV shows, and plus you have a ton of other ones in here as well. But let me go back over here to Genesis and let me show you something. Click on Genesis, and you want to click on, for me, I'm going to show you one of my favorite TV shows of all of the times. Okay, and I'm going to come up here to 1972, and it's fetching my content, and then I'm going to come down here and find my favorite comedy of all times. Okay, and I'm gonna click on the next page. Let's go to the next page, and it's gonna fetch my content again, and there it is, Sanford and the Son. Red Fox. I can come in here and watch every season of Sanford and Son down to the 6th season. So Let me click on the third season, show you how this works. Okay. And I'm going to come down here to the first one. Lamont as Othello. I got all of this on DVD too. But it's going to fetch all my content. Genesis is going through different sources to pull from, as you see right there. Not all apps work this way, but Genesis does. And set 95%. Again, your internet speed is going to have a big deal to do with how fast this fetches content as well. So this is real time. So we're at 95%. My wife watches Mama's Family on this same app. And then it's going to give me different links. Okay. I haven't pulled up all those sources. That's what it was doing. Now I got different links. When you see MQ, that means medium quality. You see HQ, that means high quality. If you see SD, that means standard quality. If you see HD, that means high definition. Okay. So we're going to click on this. This is Prime Wire. Now, don't be in a hurry. Let it do its thing. Okay, there you go. There's my Sanford and Son right there. Now, if I want to open this picture up, I'm gonna hit the OK button on my remote control, and I'm gonna go over to the eyeball, and then I'm gonna open that up and go to view mode and go to 16.9. That's gonna open the screen all the way up. Okay. Now, show you the technique with this. You can always fast forward.
See something done moving. Hey, it was supposed to be a skin.
And then I can fast forward.
Oh, Bubba, that's ridiculous. I don't even want to talk to you. You're a ridiculous old man. I don't want to hear. No, I ain't. Oh, you just come here to tell everybody to see my own eye. I don't want to hear nothing about that.
Okay, so TV shows and movies and sports, it's all on the D-Box on demand. Media content. These are not free live TV boxes. A lot of people promote them the wrong way. These are on demand because basically our movies and TV shows are more reliable than these live TV streams. You can get some of these to work 80 to 90% of the time, but the thing that we really want to look at with this unit are movies and TV shows, which are going to give you streams probably about 95% of the time you click on them. And the live TV apps, they work great. But, don't get dependent on using one particular app all the time. You have to find it in a different source as far as what you're looking at. And then once you do find things that work well, again, whether it's under sports, okay, you can save them all to favorites and create your own channel lineup just like I got, okay? So I got MTV in here. I just put some of these in here just to be putting them in here. Again, one of my favorites, Weather Nation. This is in my favorites, and this is a better quality stream.
And nothing else, with fewer commercials and more weather forecasts, including local weather now.
Okay.
On 5.
So me and my wife, we haven't paid for cable TV in probably about a year. We just use the internet to stream our content. Now, since I put my Detroit location in, now it gives me my Detroit forecast. Because before it had 40s and 50s up here, and that's not here in Detroit. That's in North Carolina. But there's my Detroit forecast right there. So you got weather on here. You have music, movies, TV shows, live TV, cartoons. There's something on here for everybody. Sports, basketball, football, baseball, WWE, MMA, UFC. You got it right here with D-Box On Demand Media LLC. I want to thank you for visiting this training video today. Get back with the person that brought you to this video. Sign up with them, whether you're coming in to be a share partner or you just want to be a customer. We look forward to having you. God bless.